I am not perfect. Chris is not perfect. We have shortcomings. A lot. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Mabel, and on my channel I film about family, relationships, beauty, and lifestyle. You're a returning subscriber. Thank you for tuning in. Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here and you're not subscribed yet, what are you waiting for? Please subscribe to my channel, because here we learn, we share, and we have fun. So today, something exciting. Today, I will be talking about my imperfect marriage. Okay? My imperfect marriage. Remember, not all that glitters is gold. Well, let me start by saying, like this morning when I woke up, I took a couple of pictures, right? I took so many pictures, and I'm definitely going to post one or two on the gram, okay? So, when you take all these pictures, I took approximately like 20 pictures, or maybe 10, between 10 and 20. And I'm going to pick one or two to post on social media. I will definitely post the picture that I think is my best picture. The picture where I look great, where I look best, the picture with my best angle, the picture where I look all snatched and all that, okay? So, when it comes to marriage, that is what we want to see, or that is what people put out for us to see, their highlights. Put up, I come here and it's my spouse's birthday, and I put the picture of my spouse online, and I write all the love stories and all the love notes, how wonderful he is, how, da 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 da. When it's my anniversary, I come out and I post and I write all the sweet and lovely things about us, all our blessings. I share our pictures of our kids and all that. And I do not ever write, oh, this morning I wake up and I post my husband and I said, Chris, this morning he did this to me. He got me angry. He da 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 da. So what exactly are you seeing online? My highlights, my best moments, okay? So, my imperfect marriage. Now, this right here, I'm here to do this video to speak to somebody, maybe a couple who's going through challenges in their marriage, or somebody in a relationship who is going through something. Maybe it's your low season and you're there admiring somebody else who's just showing you the highlights of their marriages, or the highlights of their lives, or they're showing you or you're comparing your life to those who are in their season of bliss, or who are enjoying their high season, and you who is in the season of managing, the season where you have to, you're comparing your lowest points to somebody else's highlights or highest season or highest moments, okay? That is the mistake that most couples make. That is the mistake that most people make. Not just couples, not just people in a relationship, just in life, basically. That's what we do, We compare our lows to people's highlights. We compare our lows to their highs, We tend to measure our success based on other people's lives, What is success? How do you define success? I remember my pastor, Pastor Amos, shout out to you. He said he does this leadership seminars where he's talked about success, and success is not a race. Success is a journey, and is an individual one too. Ever since that message he taught us about success, I got a clear understanding. We don't have to measure our success based on other people's lives, okay? You don't measure your success based on other people's success. What I define as success for me might not be what somebody else is defining as success for them. So why then do we just waste our energy, the God-given energy and strength that you will use to build your life, that you use to build your marriage, that you use to better yourself, you use to compare yours to somebody else's marriage, okay? Like I said, this video is just to bless somebody. I've been in seasons where I was low. Chris and I, we've also been in seasons where we've enjoyed, enough, and then we're also being in between, okay? But then one thing you need to recognize as a child of God and as a couple is that there are different times in life, there are different seasons in life. Is however you manage it, or rather you have to pray for the grace of God to see you through whatever season you are in your life or in your marriage, okay? So, my imperfect marriage, okay? No marriage is perfect, like I said, okay? Um, I'm just here, like I said, to encourage somebody. Do not, it doesn't matter. It could be even your sister or your best friend, okay? You are looking at them and thinking, oh my God, her husband is awesome. Oh my God, his wife is amazing. I wish I was married to him. I wish I was married to her. You do not have an idea. You do not know. There is no marriage that do not have challenges. There is no person. We're all imperfect beings. Come on, guys. We're all imperfect beings. Okay. You might think that, oh, this person is amazing, and you try. Try. I know there was a time. There was a time. Sorry, I have to deviate. Where Chris and I were in this like group, like this small group of young married couples, and we kind of meet every now and then, and we kind of share, we encourage one another, we just have fun, we just relax and all that. So I remember one time we talked about something, and then on our way back home, and I told Chris, what do you think? Maybe we should switch partners. Maybe you stay with this person for a week. I said, and then he goes, never, don't ever say that. It was just interesting because even as much as we have our challenges in our homes, where sometimes you feel like, oh my God, God, is this the right person for me? Sometimes you feel like, did I make a mistake? Yet, even in the day or the time when I had, suggested that jokingly to Chris, and he goes, never. I'm like, really? So you see that, despite the fact that we are different, despite the fact that we have challenges, he still understands that God has made me for him. I still understand that God has made him for me. So let us not in any way compare our lives to other people's lives, okay? Let us not in any way compare our marriage to other people's marriages, okay? One thing I want to say is comparing your spouse to another spouse, comparing your marriage is the worst thing that you can do to yourself, because if you're one who compares your husband to another man, or you compare your wife to another man, you would never appreciate whatever that individual does, okay? That one is for sure. So I think, just here to encourage somebody, do not compare your partner with somebody else, because it will take away even when they do little things, even when they do things that you should be appreciative for or of, you will not appreciate them, because you would always in your mind think that they are not good enough. You always in your mind think that, oh, I would have been better off with somebody else. Instead of you to use that energy to regret or to wish things that are not possible, why don't you invest that energy on making yours better? Why don't you invest that energy and time on making yourself better, and of course helping to make your spouse better. This just goes to like maybe a man who is married to somebody, and probably the person does not know how to cook, or doesn't cook as well as the other, or does not cook as well as your friend's wife does. Why then do you spend your energy, talking down on her, or making her feel like her food is not good? Or you can use that same energy and tell her, you know what, babe, maybe let's do it differently. Let's get our laptop, go on YouTube, Google how to make jollof rice, or how to make egusi soup, or whatever, and then you guys can together, practice and get better at it, instead of using the energy to compare her or talk down on her food, despite all the efforts that she puts into trying to make this thing come out well. So what am I trying to say? Let us not spend time comparing our partners to other partners. Let us not spend time wishing that we're with other people than the person we are. God knows how he pairs people. I believe if you are married and you are under the will of God, he would make sure that that person is the right person for you. Sometimes they say the grass is greener on the other side. Is the grass really greener on the other side? Do you really, really think so? And even if it is, do you know all the effort that the other people put into ensure that they keep their grass green? Are you going to be willing to put that same effort to keep yours green? Or even if you get the opportunity to go to the other side of the fence or the yard, will you maintain the grass? Will you keep it green, or will you do the same thing that you do in your marriage? Talk down on your spouse, never appreciative of them, compare them to others. Will you do that? Because if you do that, when you move over to the other side, the grass will wither as well. So let us not spend our energy and our time wishing that we're somebody else, or wishing that we're with somebody else, or wishing that our partners were like, was like somebody else. Rather, let us invest that energy on building ourselves, on building our marriages, and working on the things that we need to work on. When you see something that you don't like, talk about it. Say the things you don't like about it, or say the things like me. I'll tell you the things I don't like about what he's done or how he's done it, and then we talk about how we can better do it. So if example, you did something today and I don't like it, okay, go ahead. So how do you want me to do this thing in case of next time, or how do you want me to go about this thing, or how do you want me to say this? So it's good to invest your energy and time on building your relationship, on building on your marriage, and working on yourselves or your spouse. Okay, so that's one thing. Even the people we admire, like I said, do not compare your lives with others. But it is okay to admire other people. Like, I admire my pastors. I see them. They are married. They have a fantastic relationship. The reason, there are so many reasons why I admire them. Just because they are the ones who are real. Despite the fact that my pastor will say, I love my wife and everything, he'll still come out and tell you that our marriage is not perfect. They will tell you how they've successfully managed challenges and all that. So it is okay to admire people, or to admire a marriage, or admire a couple, and wish to be like them, or wish to get to a point where they are, or you know what I mean, instead of just spending your energy comparing your marriage to somebody else's marriage. Also, when it comes to marriage, I think everybody needs to pray for the spirit of contentment, or you need to pray to be married to somebody who has the spirit of contentment. Because if you are married to somebody who is never content, who is never satisfied, who never sees the good in what you do, who never sees you to be enough for them. I remember when this year started, I prayed. One of my prayers was to go for God to teach me how to learn how to be content with my spouse. I prayed for God to teach him how to see me as being enough for him, and teach me how to see him as being enough for me. I also prayed that, and I continue to pray for God to give our children the grace to see us as their parents, and see that we are enough for them. Okay, so being married to somebody who doesn't have the spirit of contentment, you would never, or they would never be appreciative, or they would never they will never think that you are enough for them. So you need to pray for the spirit of contentment. And even if you do not have it already, you can pray for God to give you the grace and the spirit to be content. Like I said, nobody is perfect. I am not perfect. Chris is not perfect. We have shortcomings, a lot of it. But like I said, when the year started, I asked God to give me the grace to teach me to see my spouse as enough for me. And I also prayed that he should always see me, or see that I am enough for him, because you need that consistently, that you see yourselves as enough for each other. So let us not ever come out and think this is just a video to advise somebody, to encourage. You don't know who is going through. Like I said, I've been through moments where I was really low, okay? But then I continue to ask for grace upon my life to, carry me through whatever seasons I am. So like I said, let us learn how to be content with our partners or with our spouses. Let us learn to be content with ourselves. Let us learn to be appreciative of ourselves. Let us learn to enjoy every seasons of our lives. Let us learn and ask God for the grace to carry us through whatever seasons we are. Okay, do not compare your lowest moments to other people's highlights. Do not think that anybody's life is perfect. There is no perfect person. I am not perfect, okay? Marriage is about two imperfect people coming together to agree to manage their imperfection, okay? So there is no marriage that is perfect. There is no relationship that is perfect. Even the people who you see that come online to teach and to preach and to counsel people, their marriages are not perfect either. So today, just understand that your marriage is not perfect. My marriage is not perfect. We are all a work in progress. And by the grace of God, He will continue to renew our strength and our minds. Now, at the end of the day, we're going to be able to be happy and enjoy and celebrate the blessing of our partner, the blessings of marriage. And being said, we have come to the end of this video. I pray for God to give us the grace to thrive even in our imperfections. I pray that God will give each and every one who's watching this the grace to enjoy every seasons of their life. That at the end of it, we're going to all come out successful in our marriages. And I will see you in my next video. Bye.